Hello guys, welcome back. Now today, we're going to talk about Erik Karlsson and him signing an 8-year extension with the San Jose Sharks. Now, Erik Karlsson has re-signed with the San Jose Sharks, so what are the contract details, and is this contract good or bad? Watch till the end to find out. Erik Karlsson is staying in San Jose. Bob McKenzie reporting that Erik Karlsson has signed an 8-year extension with the San Jose Sharks, and luckily we do get a basis on what this contract will actually look like. Now again, 8-year deal for Erik Karlsson. It's looking like the AAV, the average annual value, will be $11.5 or $11.45 million. So basically $11.5 million, just above what Drew Doughty signed last year at $11 million. And this is a gigantic deal, not just for the San Jose Sharks, but for the entire NHL. Erik Karlsson being one of the best defensemen of all time. Erik Karlsson staying in San Jose, which is just huge for them. They already got a lot of big contracts on their team, so this is another big one to take. But they do have some cap space this offseason. And when it came to Erik Karlsson, it seemed like, especially in the last couple of weeks, it didn't seem like he would ever re-sign in San Jose. It seemed like that was a far-off possibility. But in the last couple of days, there's been some big negotiations, and San Jose made some big progress on Erik Karlsson, and we see the result of that today where he has re-signed. In the 2018-2019 season with the San Jose Sharks, Erik Karlsson ended up playing 53 games, getting 3 goals, 42 assists for 45 points. In the playoffs, he was a little bit rough, he was a little bit banged up, but still was able to rack up a ton of points. And overall, while he was banged up, the games that he did play, he was still miraculous. One of the best defensemen in the NHL, and that's been a mainstay in his cycle for the last few years. He has been that type of defenseman, an offensive guy for a long time now, and San Jose locks him up for 8 more years, which is risky with injuries concerns, but if he does pan out, if he does stay healthy, that'll be a great deal for them. Erik Karlsson is at age 29 right now, so when this contract ends, he'll be at age 37, and that's a little bit of a risk to take, but San Jose has no problem signing long-term deals to long-term defensemen, with guys like Brent Burns, Alex Vlasic being way ahead of their contracts. They have no problem doing that type of thing, and Erik Karlsson is the next guy to be solidified on that defense for years to come, and he, I think, is the best defenseman in the NHL when he is healthy, and that's just the thing. He wasn't really healthy this past season. We really didn't see him 100% for most of the NHL season with San Jose. So if he does get those injury concerns knocked out this offseason, if he is able to recover, watch out, because him with San Jose, when he's healthy, should be super scary. A big thing to note with this contract is that it goes some implications with the Erik Karlsson trade back 1 year ago with the Ottawa Senators. In this deal, because San Jose does re-sign Erik Karlsson, the Ottawa Senators do get a 2021 second-round pick, which is pretty huge for them. Again, that Erik Karlsson deal was looking pretty good for them until he re-signed in San Jose, but they do get that second-rounder, which is pretty good a couple of years from now. I'm going to be a little bit biased since Erik Karlsson is one of my favorite defensemen in the league, one of my favorite players in the league, period, and I love him quite a bit. The San Jose Sharks are my 5th favorite team. If you don't know that already, you do now. They're one of my favorite teams, so that mix was just always a great one in my opinion. Again, he never quite gelled amazingly because he was always had some injury concerns during the season, but if he does get healthy, if he does stay healthy during that 8-year contract, which might be a little bit unlikely, but we'll see, if he stamps out those injury concerns, he should be fantastic with the San Jose Sharks, and I'm hoping so, because when he is healthy again, I think he is the best defenseman in the entire NHL. Now, even though I love Erik Karlsson a lot, I'm not going to deny that that's a lot of money to pay a guy like that. Now, he has injury concerns, which again, do factor into that. If he isn't able to stay healthy, that could be an absolutely horrific deal for the San Jose Sharks. But if he is healthy, I think he can be worth that contract. At 11.5, I think it's still a little bit of a steep price to pay for a guy like that, especially for a guy like Drew Doughty especially. But when it comes to Erik Karlsson, he's proven himself in the past to be that type of elite defenseman, franchise defenseman, and I think he will be that with the San Jose Sharks. So while there is massive risk with this contract, I still think it will pay off for the San Jose Sharks. It is a gigantic contract, the biggest contract a defenseman has ever received. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this contract, but I do think it's actually a good one. I think the San Jose Sharks, again, taking that risk, I think it's a good risk to take, because if it does pan out, you get arguably the best defenseman in the NHL, which is a pretty good deal. But of course, with this video, I need to hear your guys' thoughts down in the comments down below. So let me know, what do you think about this Erik Karlsson extension? What do you think about the average annual value? What do you think about the years? Do you think this contract is good or bad for the San Jose Sharks? But if you guys want some more Grav videos just like this one, you can click on this card right here to watch my video on the latest Winnipeg Jets trade rumors involving Patrik Laine, Nikolai Ehlers, and Jacob Trouba. But that'll be it for today, guys. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Again, comment down below your thoughts on this deal, whether you think it's good or bad, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Goodbye.